Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I thought that I would do another little reading vlog, and this reading vlog isn't going to be just about one book. I thought I would just vlog the weekend. It's currently Saturday the 13th of February, and aside from a little bit of reading for university and prep for the next week of lectures and seminars, I have not really got anything to do, so I thought that I would spend the whole weekend trying to get as much reading done as possible. At the moment, I am making my way through the second book in the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson, and that is The Well of Ascension. And as you can see, I am nearing the end. I think I've got about 70 pages left. And I did start doing a reading vlog when I just started this, but I thought that I would start it from the beginning because I tried to film on Wednesday and then I just haven't filmed since then, and I thought it was just it was a bit boring. So I decided to restart this reading vlog. I've got so much here. I haven't spoken about the Mistborn trilogy on my channel because I read the first book a year or two ago, so way before I started this channel. Obviously this is relatively new, and I haven't really spoken about fantasy on my channel either. I just haven't read a lot of fantasy really in the last year, I would say, because I've just been mainly interested in thrillers and horror and more contemporary stuff. So this is sort of the first fantasy book that I've read in a very long time, or at least high fantasy. It's been a long time. This is making me want to pick up more fantasy, and in particular I really want to get to the ACOTAR series at some point in the near future. I am going to finish this, obviously. Hopefully I'll finish this today. Shouldn't take too long. There's a bit of a 48-hour readathon going on at the moment, which was running, or is running, and started from 12, so midday yesterday, which was Friday, and is then running till midday on Sunday, which is tomorrow. And that's the Celebrate-a-thon, which is being hosted by Sabine's Book Nook and Jodie from Vanilla Moon, and I thought I would sort of take part in that. So this is sort of like a Celebrate-a-thon reading vlog, sort of just completely random reading vlog. As I said, gonna finish this book first of all, and then I'm not quite sure about what I want to go into next. Here I've got a book that I haven't read, and then two that I have read but that I would be interested in rereading, obviously. The first one is one that I spoke about in a recent video, and that is I'm Not Your Final Girl, which is a collection of poems about female protagonists as well as antagonists, I guess, just female characters in horror movies. And then otherwise, the two books that I'm thinking that I might possibly reread, one of them is The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon, which I also spoke about in my The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon, which I spoke about in one of my other recent videos, which was about all the Stephen King books that I have read. And I've read this, but I'd like to reread it. Again, it's quite a short book. And then another book that I read, I can't remember, a couple of years ago, maybe a year ago. It must have been longer than that. A book that's like really quite well known. It's YA, it's romance, I guess, sort of contemporary YA romance. And that is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. That's how you say it. By Becky Albertalli. And yeah, I have read this. It's not one of the books that I'm most like, oh, I really want to reread that, but I don't know, it caught my eye. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow. I thought I should probably at least have one romance book on my TBR for this weekend. So yeah, potentially gonna reread this, but I'm not sure. I thought I'd give you a little update. It's just gone 1 o'clock, I think. I just had my lunch, and I finished The Well of Ascension. So as I said, I didn't have that much left, so I knew that I'd finish it relatively quickly. There's not much else to say aside from what I said before, I really enjoyed it. If you want to know what I gave this book, then you can either head over to my Instagram where I posted a little summary of my reading experience, I guess. If you want a full review of what I thought about this, then make sure you hang around because it will obviously be in my February wrap up. And that's really all I have to say right now. I still don't know what book I'm going to start. I will probably update you either before I start reading my next book or during reading the next book. I just thought I'd give a little update to say that I had finished this. Hey guys, so I thought I would check in with you, and I also thought I'd give you an update before it goes completely dark. The lighting, once the sun is set, is usually not that good, so I thought I'd just give you a quick update about what I'm currently reading. So as I said, I finished Mistborn, and then I thought I would go on to Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, because it's YA, it's really quick and easy to read, and there's going to be a live stream tonight for the Celebrate-a-thon, so I thought I would put that on, and then I'll probably get through a big chunk of this. Maybe I'll stay up late or however long it takes me to read this, and I'll finish it tonight. I'm just gonna sit here and continue reading this. That was my little update for you. I will see you most likely tomorrow. Good morning and happy Valentine's Day to everyone, whether you're alone, whether you were alone or you were with someone else for Valentine's Day. I hope you had a good day regardless. As you could probably work out, today is Sunday the 14th of February, and yesterday I obviously didn't update you just because, as I said, the lighting's really bad. When the sun sets, I basically have very minimal light, so there would have been absolutely no point in me filming anything. I've also sort of dropped the vlog style angle because it was way too zoomed in on my face, and I can't deal with that. So we're back here. It might seem a bit monotonous, it might be a bit boring that it's the same angle, but to be fair, you can see pretty much my whole room from this angle, so you're not missing out on anything, do not worry. So I decided to watch the live stream with oh my god, I can't speak. I decided to watch the live stream with Jodie, who's also called Vanilla Moon, on YouTube, and Speen's Book Nook, and then there were a few other people on the live stream, and it was just really enjoyable. I had a lot of fun, and I also managed to, bearing in mind I was, when the live stream started, I was about page 50 of Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, and by the end of the live stream I was about 20 pages away, so I managed to read this just afterwards, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it just as much as I think I did the first time round. I can't really remember because this is one of the books that, if you've heard me speak about it before, I only created Goodreads, or I didn't create Goodreads. If you've heard me speak about it before, I've only had Goodreads for about 3 years, so anything that I read before that is not in my Goodreads for the most part. So this is another one that's not in my Goodreads, so I have read this twice, but according to my Goodreads I've only read it once. So I don't know what I would have given this as a star rating before. I'm guessing it probably would have been the same as I gave it this time. You'll have to wait until my February wrap up to find out what that star rating was. But as I said, I really enjoyed this. I definitely had some, like, if I'm being really picky, there's some things that I could point out, and I'm not really going to go into depth about it because again it will be in my February wrap up. However, I will just quickly say that if you're looking for something that is super, super realistic, this is probably not the one. For the most part, this book is very realistic until the main conflict of the plot gets resolved, and then after that it's all very neatly tied up with a nice big bow, because to me it doesn't feel like it's very realistic. It feels like the conflict's solved and then suddenly everything's perfect, which is just not the way that the world works in my opinion. But you know, it was still really enjoyable. I love the representation in it. There's just loads of different types of people, and it was a really enjoyable read. And as you can probably work out, it just didn't take me long to read at all, which I think is just really nice, especially since I had just finished a massive high fantasy book. So to then go into YA contemporary is just really nice and easy, especially as it was the day before Valentine's Day. So I finished reading at about 11 o'clock or 11:30 or something, and I was on a roll and I didn't want to go straight to sleep. So I decided that I wasn't going to pick up a full-blown book, but that I would then start on the poetry collection, I'm Not Your Final Girl. I only read the first sort of section of poems. The thing is, I don't know enough about poetry to critique it. I don't know, I find it really hard to judge whether poetry is good or bad. I think for me it's sort of like either I'm not enjoying it, so I just won't read it, or I do enjoy it, and then in that case anything I do enjoy can be anything from a 3 to a 5-star read for me personally. So yeah, I don't know, I probably won't end up rating this just because I don't like the idea of rating poetry collections, but it was really enjoyable. I think because it's a theme that I find really interesting, that helps a lot. I think for now I'm going to start on, as I said, The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon by Stephen King. Again, this is a short one, so I'm hoping maybe I can finish this today, but I'm not sure. It's just under 200 pages. And yeah, looking forward to starting this. I'll tell you how I feel. Again, not on my Goodreads, I don't think, so I cannot remember what I gave this. But I think I enjoyed it the first time around, so I think I'm going to enjoy it this time around as well. And I've made myself a cup of tea. I'm going to sit down and read this. Obviously, there's another live stream for the Celebrate-a-thon at 10 AM GMT, I think, so I'm going to be watching that. And I don't really have anything else to say, so I will see you later. Right, I think I'm just going to wrap this vlog up here because it's getting slightly darker, and as I said before, I don't have very good lighting once the sun goes down, so I thought I would just update you on how far I've gotten into The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. I have read until page 151, so I've got about 70 pages left, and I think I will probably end up finishing this tonight. I'm currently watching a live stream with some reading sprints, so I'm thinking I'll probably be able to get this done tonight, but I just thought that I would finish this vlog just so that I had an ending to it. Otherwise I'll probably be too lazy tonight to actually end this reading vlog, and also the light will not be very good. So I thought I'd wrap it up here. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure that you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe so that you can watch more of my videos when they come out. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday. So if you're interested in watching more videos, make sure to subscribe and click the bell button to get notifications every time I upload. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.